for step 36, attaching the rear dampers, well, essentially we're going to do the exact same thing that we did in the last step. There's really nothing different about it. So I've grabbed all of the parts here. So let's put them on. So first off, let's build the shocks. So we've got this one here. We're going to pop on the spacer. Then we're going to grab our spring. Then we're going to pull up on the spring, and we're going to slide this piece over top so that it goes over. You can see how that's going to sit on there. And there we go. There is one shock finished. And same thing again. Grab our spacer, pop that on. Grab our spring, slide that over top, pull up, and slide this piece over top so that it fits just like that. And there we go. There is another one. So our two rear shocks are on. So we can now put this onto the rear. And it's interesting because you can see how much that just drops if you don't have anything attached. So let's do it the way they're showing you here, just so that it's the same. We'll grab one of our shocks here. We're going to grab our screw and our spacer, slide that through, and we're going to put it through the first hole. Notice that there are, on the other one, the front one, we put it in the center hole. With the rear, we're putting it in the hole closest to the front of the chassis. So we're going to put that there. And just going to screw that in a little bit. Again, I'm not going to do it all the way. I want to get the bottom part on first. And it'll be the same idea. I'm going to grab our pliers. But first, you're going to see that we're going to need to put that on there. I'll hold it this way. Grab the pliers. Put the one end on the underside of the ball, and then pop it on, hopefully. This one's not wanting to go on as easy, so I'm going to turn that a bit. There we go. So there is one of our rear shocks on. So same thing again on the other side. Let's grab our screw. Let's grab our spacer. Let's pop that through. We're going to go through our shock. We're going to go through the front hole and grab our lock nut. There we go. And same idea again. I'm going to grab our pliers in a second. I just want to turn that so that it's facing the right way. Grab our pliers, put one end under the ball, and pull up. And there we go. So that's now popped on as well. So the last thing to do with this step is make sure that these are now screwed on tight. And again, this is a softer plastic, so don't over tighten this, but you do need to make sure that they are on, obviously. And same thing with the other side. And that actually feels pretty good, actually. So yeah, so that's great. Awesome. So there we have our rear shocks, both sides. So the chassis pretty much is almost complete. So that's awesome. And you can see, I mean, this is really actually nice and smooth and soft. So I think, you know, if you look at the rear a second, you can see there's quite a bit of suspension articulation with this. That's awesome. Great. So the shocks are on. So we can now move on to step 37, which is checking the RC equipment.